This is Freya's number, right? My name's Beth.
Beth? I'm not sure I know a Beth.
Yes, Beth.
I don't mean to be rude, but who are you? And why are you messaging me out of the blue like this?
Huh? You really don't know who I am?
There's no Beth among my friends or colleagues, so yes, I can only conclude I don't know you.
Are you serious? You don't know me? Did you hit your head or something?
Must you insist on not telling me who you are? We'll never get anywhere like this.
Oh, you speak like a nerd.
I don't mind if I sound like a nerd one bit. If you refuse to get to the point, we have nothing further to discuss.
No, wait. Fine, I'll get to the point. You gave birth to Zach's baby, right? I saw it on Facebook.
You know my page?
I tracked you down by looking through Zach and his friends' lists.
I see.
Anyway, nice job on the birth. You did great. I'll be coming to collect Zach and his son now.
Excuse me?
Excuse me? Which part did you not get?
It's only natural to request elucidation when presented with such an outlandish statement, is it not? Why would I hand over my husband and son to some stranger messaging me out of the blue?
You're the stranger here.
I don't follow.
Don't get me wrong, do appreciate you giving birth to Zach's son for me, but I'll be taking them now.
What? Why would I give you my newborn baby and husband? They have nothing to do with you, and you're making no sense.
It's not going into that thick skull of yours, is it? The baby's been born now, so you outlived your use. Thanks for that, but I'll be taking over from here. We don't need you anymore. You're fired. Make this easy on yourself. Just hand over Zach and the baby and get out of the house.
Are you insane?
You still don't get it? I think you might actually be lacking in brain cells.
I'm pretty sure that's my line. What the heck do you think gives you the right to demand I give you my newborn baby and husband?
Isn't it obvious? I'm his real wife.
What?
I can't have kids on my own. But you must know how Zach needed to produce a successor to take over his dad's company. Which is why we had you act as a surrogate for us.
A surrogate? What the?
Aw, sorry to say it, but that means we're done with you now. Thanks for laying the groundwork for me, Zach, and our little one to live out the rest of our lives in happiness. But I'll be taking up the wheel from here, so you need to hurry up and get out of the car, if you catch my drift. By that, I mean he's divorcing you. LOL! Oh, yeah. That reminds me, I have to thank Zach for his efforts in tolerating you all this time so me and him could realize our dream of having a baby. We have our entire future to discuss. Hey, Zachy-kins. Long time no see. It's me, Beth.
Huh? Beth? Hi, yeah. It's been a while. Did I forget to block you? Bye.
Hey, wait. Don't be like that. Is that any way to speak to your future wife?
What the hell are you talking about? We broke up 5 years ago. I have a wife and kid now.
Yep, I know.
You knew, but you're still messaging me with this crap?
Obviously. Of all the guys I've dated, you were number one. The kindest, the funniest, the best looking, the tallest, and you had the fattest wallet. I heard through the grapevine you just had a baby. So I thought this was the perfect chance to discuss getting married.
What the? How did you know?
I saw the birth announcement on Freya, your temporary wife's Facebook page.
How did you find her account?
Teehee, I'm quite resourceful when I want to be. Don't worry, I sent her a text thanking her for everything she's done for us.
What? A text? How do you have her number?
So, get this. Just recently, I was speaking to Chris, one of mine and Freya's shared friends. I figured he'd have it, but when I asked, he said he didn't because they drifted apart. However, they were both still in an old group chat from way back. So we lifted it from there. Clever, right? I said I'd pay for all his drinks that evening if he gave me it. Suffice to say, I didn't need to ask him twice.
God damn it, Chris!
Anyway, shall we get down to business? When can I move in?
What?
What do you mean, what? You should be more enthusiastic about this. Now that Freya gave birth to our baby, you can get rid of her, right? What use is she now? If we leave it too long, the baby's gonna get attached to the wrong mom. We have to perform the mommy switch immediately. There's no time to waste.
What in God's name are you talking about? Cut it out! This isn't funny.
Good, because I'm not joking.
Freya is my wife, my kid's mother. You are neither, and you never will be.
What? When she... Now that I think about it, you did marry her. What was it, 3 years ago? Uh-oh. You didn't develop feelings for her, did you?
What the hell kind of question is that? I married her precisely because I had feelings for her, because that's how marriage works, isn't it? Our baby was born as a result of those feelings.
I guess it's not the weirdest thing in the world that you'd start to believe you had feelings for someone after 3 years together. Okay, it's decided. I'll be moving in with you this weekend.
What?
I'm gonna start getting ready straight away. Make sure you kick her out as soon as I get there, okay? It would just be awkward if we had a third wheel hanging around. Me, you, and our baby are gonna live happily ever after. It's time for our fairy tale to begin. My precious love pumpkin. You'll remember the feelings for me, and the flame of our passion will be reignited before you know it. I'm sure of it.
Do not come to our house!
Okay, baby. See you this weekend.
Freya? You didn't happen to get a weird message from a woman called Beth by any chance, did you?
Zach. Yes, I did. She said she's your real wife. She said I have to give her our baby. That I have to give her Matthew. I can't deny it, Zach. What she said terrified me. I locked myself in the bedroom with Matthew.
That woman! I can't believe she said all that crap to you, and barely 5 minutes after you've given birth!
Who is she?
She was one of the junior employees at the company I worked at before I changed jobs. For a time, she was my girlfriend.
What does "for a time" mean?
We only dated for 3 days. She started pestering me to buy her a $250 bag the day after she asked me out. She was so relentless that any interest I had in her basically disappeared straight away. The day after that, I found out she was cheating on me. I broke up with her on the spot. She begged me non-stop to get back with her for the whole 6 months until I left the company. It was so severe, I'm pretty sure I could have reported her to the cops for harassment.
I see. That explains a lot. Okay, I understand.
Do you believe me?
Of course I do, honey. I'm not gonna lie. I was a little shocked at first. But when I calmed down and thought about what she was actually saying, I realized it was full of contradictions.
Contradictions?
First of all, she seemed to be completely unaware that your dad's company had gone bankrupt.
Really?
Yeah. She said you needed a son to inherit the business. When I realized that, it dawned on me that she probably also didn't know you married into my family and took my name.
I see. Anyway, I'm just happy you were able to keep such a cool head and think things through logically. I'm so sorry to drag you into my past, babe. I know this is the last thing you need right now.
Don't be silly, Zach. You have nothing to apologize for. Nothing you could have done would have prevented your psycho ex and this creepy baby-stealing crusade of hers.
Thank you. I feel a lot better hearing you say that. That said, I have absolutely no idea where she is or what she's gonna do. And she's clearly got a screw loose. So I think it would be best to take a few precautions just in case she does anything dangerous.
I couldn't agree more.
I just got off the train. I'll be home in 10 minutes.
Okay, got it.
Zach! It's me, your one and only soulmate, Beth! I just arrived. Where are you? You're not out, are you?
What? You seriously came?
Of course!
Didn't you say you were coming at the weekend?
Listen, about that. They stopped the water and gas supply at my apartment! All I did was forget to pay the bills for a few months. I mean, seriously, what kind of company does that? The landlord caught wind of it and kicked me out. I mean, seriously, what kind of landlord does that? Not like it matters though, cause I'm gonna be your wife starting from today.
Freya is my wife!
Sure, for now. I can't pretend it doesn't sting a little that you married another woman. But I know it was a necessary evil, and we were never gonna be able to have a baby if we didn't use her. So, I can live with it. You need to get rid of her ASAP, though. Today is the first day of the rest of our lives! We can finally be together forever! Me, you, and our baby. Let's build a life full of warmth, love, and happiness.
By the way, where are you?
In front of your house, sweetie. I rang the doorbell, but you or Freya are nowhere to be seen.
We're both at home.
Huh? Really? Open the door then, silly. I'm gonna freeze out here.
That's strange. I can't see anyone outside.
What? You can't? That really is strange. This is the place your parents gave you, right?
Huh? Oh, my parents' place. Well, that explains it. That's not where we are.
Oh, I see. Well, I don't mind waiting. I'll be here till you get back, okay? Hey, Zach, where are you?
Why are you spam calling me?
I accidentally filed for marriage with your little brother!
What?
I got carried away in all the excitement and I didn't realize it was his name on the papers! So it all went down like this. I was waiting outside your parents' house when Jack and your parents came back, right? They were absolutely thrilled when I told them I came to marry their son.
We were all in a great mood, so we decided to go to the registry office together straight away.
I mean, no time like the present, right?
But just as I was checking through the documents at reception after everything had been finalized, I realized the name written on the husband column wasn't Zach, but Jack! What am I supposed to do now?
This can't be happening! Where does this leave our plan to live happily ever after with our new baby? We have to do something!
Sorry, but this has nothing to do with me. Fix it yourself.
Why?
I'm not in contact with any of my family. I cut them out of my life way back.
Huh? What the? Why?
By the way, my brother Jack just got through his 3rd divorce. My toxic parents have played favorites with us ever since we were kids. I always got treated like crap while the golden boy got showered with love and affection. He always got whatever he wanted. Not only that, but they have a habit of bullying and manipulating his wives financially. As a result, it became an established tradition for his wives to run away in secret in the middle of the night. Each and every one of them demanded compensation through the divorces for how horribly they were treated. Word of my parents' behavior made its way to my dad's company, and its reputation took an enormous hit, which it proved incapable of surviving. That's why it went bankrupt.
Your dad's company went bankrupt?
All he has left to show for the years of blood, sweat, and tears that went into building it now is debt, and lots of it.
Debt?
I gotta admit, I didn't think anyone would be crazy enough to marry into that family again. But needless to say, they didn't give up in their hunt for new victims, and if anything, probably stepped it into high gear after the bankruptcy. You showed up out of the blue offering your hand in marriage must have been a godsend to them. It's only natural they'd be over the moon. You should have been more specific about which son you meant.
Wait, what? No! You're my husband, not Jack, you! Save me quickly, please!
You know, it's funny. I don't think you're even aware. But this whole time, you've been harping on about the baby. You never once asked about its name or gender, did you? Come to think of it, you literally haven't shown an interest at all.
Huh?
It just proves that the baby was only ever a tool for you to get what you wanted and obtain your twisted vision of a happy life. Is there a man on Earth who'd want to marry a woman like that?
You do, right? It's you I want.
You know what? I'm just gonna block you. First of all, I cut the friend who leaked Freya's private information to my psycho ex out of my life after giving him hell for what he did. Both Freya and I changed our phone numbers, and we took all legal measures we possibly could. I'm already in the process of changing jobs again, and we plan on moving away before the end of this year. As for Beth, she now lives in a hellish world of her own creation. Jack and my parents, determined not to let bride number 4 escape, put in place a rigorous system of rules, restraints, and surveillance, not to mention took control of her bank account. On top of that, they're constantly reminding her of her duties and obligations to provide them with a grandchild and successor. I hear she still hasn't told them she has a genetic condition that makes her incapable of having children. I can't say I feel bad for her. They're all as bad as each other, and they all deserve everything they get. I'm not gonna lie, it's been kind of entertaining watching it all play out from the sidelines.
Hey Rosa, guess what?
Hey Stanley, what's up? Is everything okay?
Yeah, everything's fine. In fact, it's better than fine. It's amazing. Unbelievable, in fact.
Wow, okay. What's got you so worked up?
Well, you know that the company that my dad gave me has kind of been on the decline for a while now.
Yeah? Hang on, but if they want to invest in the company and get it to a point where it's earning a lot, why did you sell it to them? If it could be brought up to that point, why didn't you keep the company so that you could get the rewards and higher wage when it was finally doing well?
Well, they kinda said that they wouldn't invest in the company or do anything with it unless I sold it to them.
Oh, wow. It kind of sounds to me like they scammed you out of the business a little bit.
Nah, they were alright. They paid me quite a lot of money for the company, and you know that my heart was never really into managing it. That's why I was doing so awful in the first place. Now with this money, I'll finally be able to do what I've always wanted to do with my life. Live in luxury and comfort and never have to lift a finger or work ever again.
Oh, they've paid you enough so that you can do that?
Well, I mean, it would allow me to do that for a little while. Obviously, if I just go around spending it on everything, then I'd run out in no time. But that's what banks are for. I'll just get someone to invest some of the money in stocks or bonds or something, and then I'll be able to sustain my wealth for however long I want. It's a foolproof plan.
Oh, well, that's good. Maybe we should invest it in some things for the future. You know, like when we get older, it would be nice to have some things set in stone so that we won't have to worry about getting older. You never know what could happen, so it would be good to save a bit of money just in case.
What are you on about?
You know, putting money away for the both of us. I mean, you don't want to end up with nothing in our life later, do you?
Well, obviously not, but you seem to have misunderstood something.
What's that?
This money isn't for you. This isn't my money.
Huh? What are you on about? We always share everything. We have done that for the last 10 years that we've been married. I don't understand why you're saying that you're not going to share this money with me.
Well, it's simple, really. It's because I'm not staying with you. Why would I share my money with my ex-wife?
Ex-wife?
After all, it would be kind of stupid of me to get a few $1,000,000 and then split it all 50-50 with my ex-wife. I'm not that much of an idiot. This is my money, and I'm gonna do whatever I want with it, which includes not giving in to an old, worn-out, tired woman who definitely can't keep up with my new image.
Hang on, I'm so confused. What are you going on about?
Jeez, you're so slow. Keep up. I'll spell this out nice and clearly for you, so that you can actually understand what I'm saying with that tiny brain of yours. I'm divorcing you.
You're divorcing me?
Yup, that's what I said.
But why? After all that we've been through over the last 10 years? I've helped you through some of the toughest times in your life. The only reason you even had a company to sell was because of me, and all of the hard work and effort that I put into it to keep it going. If it weren't for me, you'd have become destitute a long time ago.
Yeah, well, that was your mistake, wasn't it? Look, it's not necessarily about you, okay? I mean, it is, but it's not so much your personality. You've been really helpful to me, and you got me through a lot, and I appreciate that. But now that I'm rich, like mega rich, I have a certain image that I need to maintain, and you just don't fit that.
An image? What image?
Well, I mean, just look at all the other millionaires in the world. 90% of them aren't married to an old, tired, and worn-out looking woman who looks really ordinary. They're with supermodels and actresses and just really stunning and beautiful women. If I stayed married to you, then I would just be made fun of by everyone else who had money. They'd keep telling me to upgrade to somebody prettier and stuff. Not to mention that having money is going to attract a lot of attention, especially from beautiful women. I just don't know if I'd be able to stay true to you with those kinds of people around, you know? So really, if you think about it, this is for the better for everyone. This way I can maintain a cool, stylish image and you don't have to worry about me cheating on you or anything. I'm really kind of doing you a favor.
A favor? How is divorcing me because you wouldn't be able to stop yourself sleeping with other women doing me a favor?
Well, I mean, you might not see it like that now, but it is. Trust me, it's for the best that we just split up.
You mean it's for the best for you?
Look, you can either look at this as a negative thing or you can try and make a good situation out of it. I'll even give you a little bit of something to make it easier for you, okay? As a way of thanking you for your time and effort. How does $20,000 sound?
I can't believe you. I'm not just some business partner or worker that you can buy off. I'm your wife. I don't want you to pay me to get a divorce like I'm just some nobody who you don't care about anymore. Did all of that time we spent together really mean nothing to you?
Not nothing, but it really doesn't matter now. You're not who I want to be with anymore, so you can either take the money or not. Either way, I'm filing for divorce. It just depends on whether you want to walk away with a little bit of something or nothing at all.
Well, as your wife, surely I'd get half of whatever you have in the divorce, which, from the sound of it, is a lot more than $20,000.
Yeah, well, that would be if I actually had the money.
Huh?
If I hide all my money in an offshore account and make it look like I hardly have anything, and the government can't really touch it. I'd keep a little bit to make it look like the deal's gone through and all, but the majority of my money would be hidden away safely where no one but me and my bank and investors can actually get it. It's what all the rich people do.
You are so selfish and cold-hearted. I can't believe you're just going to ditch me like this just to be with some younger woman. It's really shallow of you.
It wouldn't just be any woman. She'd be a supermodel. Anyone in my shoes would do the same.
No, I really don't think that they would.
Well, it doesn't matter now. You can keep the house if you want. I'm gonna buy myself a new one anyway, so there'd be no point in me having it. I'll also send the divorce papers over soon. Please sign them as quickly as you can. I want to get this divorce over and done with so that I can start going out and having a bit of fun.
Something tells me whether I sign the papers or not, you'll still be out having fun. In fact, that's probably what you're doing right now, isn't it?
I'm not gonna dignify that with a reply.
Yeah, I thought so. Hello, Mr. Dwight. My name's Rosa Swan. I know I'm kind of messaging out of the blue here, but I heard that you recently bought out a new company. Is that right?
Hello, Rosa. Yes, that's right. You can call me Marcus, by the way. Is there something I can help you with?
Yes, actually, there is. The new company that you took over is actually the one that my ex-husband used to own. Now, as I'm sure you've already discovered for yourself, he wasn't the best owner of a company. In fact, he was pretty bad at it.
Yes, I kind of found that out. A lot of his records are all over the place, and actually sorting out all the data and everything else to do with the company is a bit hectic. There is a period of time where the documents seem all organized, but a few months later, they go straight back to being disorganized again.
Yes, well, for a time I actually worked at the company as CEO. That was around the time that the documents and all of the paperwork actually made sense. I was very good at my job, and I know a lot about the company. I actually kept it from going under for a long time.
I see. Well, if you were so good, how come you left?
Stanley didn't like how good I was at my job. He felt threatened, and because I was his wife, he didn't want the rest of his employees making fun of him because I was better at running the business than he was. So he fired me, simply because he was insecure. It wasn't long after that that the company began to fail again. I firmly believe that if you hadn't come along and bought the company out, it would have gone bankrupt.
And what is it you'd like me to do for you?
Well, seeing as I know a lot about the company, how it works, and all of the employees there, I think that I would be a good fit as CEO. I would like to apply for the position.
I see. Well, let me think about it and I'll get back to you in a few days. This isn't really the most conventional way to get a job, but I like the fact that you're going after what you want and that you actually know the company and how it works.
Thank you. I look forward to hearing back from you then.
Yes, of course. I'll speak to you in a few days.
Hello, Marcus. Thank you very much. I look forward to working with you as well, and I promise you that I won't disappoint you.
Hello, Rosa. I've considered your proposition and I've decided to give you a chance. You'll be on a 12-week probation period. I look forward to working with you and seeing how you help improve the company. Rosa, I need your help. Rosa, please, I really need you right now.
Stanley? Well, this is a surprise. It's been a while since we've talked. I'm surprised you're not off with your supermodel girlfriend on your mega yacht or something stupid like that.
Seriously, Rosa, this isn't the time to joke around. I'm in serious trouble, and I need your help to get out of it.
Oh, why? What's happened?
Well, you know that when I first came into all my money that I said I'd hide it offshore in different accounts so that I wouldn't have to pay taxes or whatever on it?
Yes, I remember that. You also did it so that you wouldn't have to give me half of the money in our divorce.
Yeah, well, the government's found out and they're coming after me for tax evasion. I could seriously end up in jail for this. I really need you to help me get out of this.
And how do you expect me to do that?
I don't know, you could tell them that you'll pay off whatever I owe over a course of time, or something. I mean, we were married for over 10 years, so surely you'd want to help me out.
Why can't you just pay them? You have the money to, don't you?
Actually, I don't have nearly half as much as I used to. If anything, I've only got a fraction of my money left.
Oh.
Yeah, my investor guy made a series of bad investments and I ended up losing millions. I don't have the money to pay the government what I owe them. If I can't pay, then they'll put me in jail. So please, can you help me?
No, I don't think I can. Sorry.
What? Why not? I know you don't have a lot of money, but surely you can do something to help me.
Actually, I'm doing really well for myself.
Huh?
Yeah. After you divorced me, I decided that I wasn't going to just sit around and do nothing, feeling sorry for myself. And now that you no longer owned your company, I decided to get my old job back as CEO. You've heard how well your old company is doing, no doubt. Well, that's mostly thanks to me and Marcus. We've really turned the place around. We're earning millions every year.
So then, you can help me, can't you?
No.
What? Why not? You got the money.
I might have the money, however, if I bail you out of the situation, then you would learn nothing. You got yourself into this mess by trying to hide your money away and not acting responsibly with it. You need to deal with the consequences of that now. I'm sure that if you talk to the government, you can sort something out where you pay them back what you owe.
But it's my money. I shouldn't have to give the government any of it.
Well, if that's the attitude you're going to have then, have a nice time in jail.
I can't believe you won't help me. What have I ever done to you?
I'm not going to dignify that with an answer. Anyway, I've got to get back to work. Good luck with your problem. I hope it works out for you. I really do.
Wait, Rosa!
Goodbye, Stanley. In the end, Stanley didn't go to jail for his tax evasion. However, he was forced to give the government what he had left of his money, and then worked out a scheme with them where he could pay back the rest of what he owed. As for me, I continued to work for Marcus at our company, and we managed to make it one of the most successful and well-known companies in the world. We're earning a fair bit of money on a yearly basis, although we always make sure to pay our taxes. After all, we don't want to end up losing it all simply because we didn't want to support our government and pay what we owed. I've also started seeing someone new, and unlike Stanley, I'm not with him simply because he looks nice. Substance is always better than appearance.